Welcome back, I am Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Mono Black Control in Ranked Standard. I know, it's been done before, but I tried to play through every color combination, and it's time for Mono Black's round. Some things to know, we are running Misery Shadow here, a really obnoxious 2-drop. No matter what your opponent has, this is pretty hard to block, as you can always just sink as much mana as needed in order to pump it big enough to overwhelm your opponent's blocker. We're also running 2 copy of the Okubo Reckoner Raid. This isn't a mind-blowing 1-drop, but it does add an enchantment to the deck, which in conjunction with the Bank Buster allows you to play Soul Transfer and both exile target creature or planeswalker and also return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. In the mirror or in any grindy matchups, when you can land both halves of this, it's really a turn of the tables. When you can get back your Liliana or get back your Shouldered and your opponent loses their biggest creature or planeswalker, it's a big swing. So I think it's worth throwing a little bit of enchantment in the deck. Also powers up the Roadside Reliquary, allowing you to sack it and draw 2 cards if you have both an artifact and an enchantment. Rest of the deck is pretty standard. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play with double underdog. Up against the Crumb. Okay. Crumb on mono red. That's a good draw. With that third land, we're in shape. A little bit of stick here. Potentially play with fire to the face. Or play with fire to the underdog. Okay. Underdog down. Bloodthirsty Adversary coming in hot. I feel like I haven't seen this card in quite a while. Probably just dropping the Trespasser this turn. We'll leave our own underdog down there. See if a 3/3 body is enough. Storm Seeker. So they offer the trade with the Adversary. You can take it and drop Liliana. Take their last creature. It's not awful. I think I'm okay with that. Hit the land for Sheltered anyway, though. I think we try this instead. And make mono red come up with the answer. Okay. Raiju does something that does attack with 5 power. Oh, they put it there instead, though. That's not what I would have expected. Would have expected the counter on here to make it a 4/4 and then the +1 to make it a 5/4 and attack. But that's not how they do it. So we'll drop a Liliana on them instead, for sure. Make them sack a creature.
Off you go.
And I think I'll play out the underdog this turn. Over the Bank Buster. No attacks, let's just sit back. Shivan Devastator for X = 4. Okay, they fly over and pick off Liliana. Interesting. Probably attacking with the underdog. I don't know if we're winning the race on the way back, though. Could get in the second underdog for free for a lot of damage. They hit pretty hard, though. I don't know if that's the play. I think we just start with a draw here. See what we get. Backup Bank Buster. Not quite what I wanted to see. I think we get in with you. You're unlikely to block this turn anyway. Play the backup Bank Buster. And here. Could trade the Bank Buster with a Raiju if they attack. Instead of throwing Sheltered under the bus. Backup Raiju hits pretty hard. We almost have lethal though. Counter goes there. Okay. Well, we can give him one of these Bank Busters, I think. Keep the Sheltered around. Block here. And if they play with Fire or Lightning Strike on top, they can kill the Bank Buster, but we keep the Sheltered. Down to 18. Alright. Looks like we keep everything. They do probably have one removal spell here. Playing out the underdog is pretty attractive. We can attack with one Bank Buster. I think they want to kill the Shouldered here with removal on the Raiju. So we don't even have to run into that. think this last spell is more removal. Okay. We attack like this. And we still get to draw. And they don't get to pick off Sheldred, which I think is what they want to do. Okay, they take the block this time. Sure. And there's the removal spell we knew they had. That's fine. Resolve. Okay. We only really draw... I guess we could draw a 1-drop here. We'll take this draw now, I think. No 1-drop, but Invoke Despair is going to finish off the game anyway. And sitting pretty at 22 life. Yes, good game indeed. I don't even feel good doing this, honestly. Opponent goes first. Yeah, we hope we don't get run over here. Opponent is the Rat Lord. And in fact, they have these rat-like sleeves. Well, I'm not really convinced it's a rat per se. Teething Wormlet, little artifact deck. Okay. Might have to trade off with the underdog early. Curve into Beast Caller. Take one. So we can trade the underdog with Beast Caller here. I think that's okay for now. We siege you into Briarbridge Tracker. Okay, they get a little artifact on the Wormlet that way. Probably taking out the Beast Caller here. Put the counters somewhere else. I think that's the best we can do for now. Down to 17. Okay, and I think we're just using Liliana here. To slow them down a little bit.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it.
If we're lucky at some point, we can clear most things out and get a solid Invoke Despair off. Kodama of the West Tree. Okay, they get a little ramp action. But they go after Liliana.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
That's pretty nice for us. Without the Bankbuster. And here. They don't play any creatures. We're really happy. Probably taking out the tracker here. Just save a little bit more life. Tracker goes down. Take 3. No modified creatures now. They have one more creature. They do, of course, and it's an 8/8. Well, I think we're probably just invoking Despair and taking 8. Try to draw into removal for the next turn. I think that's our best bet here. Okay. Drop Kodama. We draw 2. Neither are removal. Mishra's Foundry could block. Take 8. Down to 4. Without a Jewel Thief. Okay. Can we find an answer here? Sheldred trades with the champion, which is nice. 2 mana left over to draw off the Bankbuster. I think that's all we got here. Okay. Let's see if they can get there. We can also draw off the Bankbuster to gain more life. I do. Haven't seen any removal from them all game. Oh, they just attack there. Interesting. Do we trade Sheldred? We don't actually have to. I think we do, though. Block here. Take the draw first. Get the Sheldred life. Sleeper. Interesting. Okay. First Clay Champion goes down. Let's see if they have the backup ready to go. Defiler of Vigor. With Trample. So Liliana sack the Jewel Thief. Play the Sleeper, level it up, block with the Bankbuster. I think that's the only play. Could also draw with the Bankbuster first.
Enough with the mysteries.
Okay.
I've got one of your friends has to leave.
Sack the Jewel Thief. Play out the Sleeper. We can also power with the Foundry to block. They used up all the mana though. We don't get the Bankbuster draw. Silverback Elder. That doesn't look very good. Okay. Now it's 7 trample damage to block. I think plan is the same. Level up the Sleeper. Block with the Bankbuster. Take the draw. Actually, we can't. We can't take the draw. So we could just block with the Sleeper, go to 1, take the draw instead. I think we need the draw more than anything. Okay. Sure. So we drop to 1 here. Take the draw. Interesting. Doesn't really do it though. Start with the plus, take that last card.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Play Sorin in minus. Play Takanuma. Still lose? I don't think we can get there, right? What can we draw into? Anything? I think that's probably game. Yeah, I don't think we can get there anymore. Make the blocker. Even with the Foundry, we don't absorb enough damage, so that is game. On the play with a pretty good curve. Up against Mariels. Okay, potentially mono blue. Well, looks like we'll be able to get both these guys under there. Swing for 1. See if they Fading Hope anyone. Try to drop the Shadow. Getting both a 1-drop and a 2-drop under mono blue is really big on the play. Now we just sit back and power them up every turn. It's not looking super good for the opponent. Okay, we don't need to play out anything into counter spells. Could even power up Mistress Foundry, but we'll invest in these guys instead. Alright. First level up. There's a little bit of stick here. We could distribute some to the Shadow. But, we'll try it like this. This is the easiest one to recast anyway. If they Fading Hoop you. Impulse instead, alright, we get it all through. Pretty sweet, put it down to 14. Oh, actually, Izzet Iconoclast? A little bit late to the party, okay. Well, it's a pretty good time to resolve Sheldred. So we'll swing all here and pump the Shadow if we have to. Okay, do you want to block? Eat it all. Sheldred's going to be super annoying for them. They want to draw any cards at all. It sticks. Do we see a Fading Hope? No. Pass to their turn. Before they draw, do they have interaction? Manual taps, leaving open red before they draw. Maybe another Impulse. Yep, another Impulse. And I guess they'd have to dig for Fading Hope here. I don't know what else they would try to Impulse for before the draw. Nope. So they didn't get Fading Hope. Take the draw down to 7. Okay, more land is fine. Probably just attack all here. And respond as needed. See what they want to do. Take a consider draw first. That makes a blocker. but also loses 2 life. Bit of land. Down to 5. Okay, to blockers. Chump on Children. Chump the Iconoclast. Attempt to trade with the Sleeper. Sure. I mean, we can just go for lethal here by putting everything into the Shadow. I guess that's what they want us to do, right? Because they have interaction for it. Let's just see what happens if we pump you once. They try to pick it off. Is there a stick or not? There is stick, so they have something here. Let it resolve, though. Yeah, we'll take the second level up. We already have the first 2, right? Yeah. Alright. Make you a 4/4. Okay. Scoop. A little bit of a rocky start for Izzet. On the play. Let's go. Up against Pan, god of nature, maybe? Not sure. Something like that. Cut down immediately. Well, that's too bad. That was our intended 2-drop. Leave a comment if you listen to the Adventure Zone. That was my first thought when I heard Pan. It was the deity of the dad's cleric character. Well, I think we're trespassing here. Don't need to drop Liliana into this board. I think we take our own sleeper. It's unlikely we really want to Takanuma that back. Get a little bit of damage in there. Okay. The old 2-for-1. Drop off their own Trespasser. Swing for 4. Well, I guess we can drop Liliana minus. It's not a very great turn. Other option is to Soul Transfer. We have 2 Lilianas anyway. So maybe we start with this. Okay, sack a creature.
Or brunch. I've always hated crowds.
1 conscript down. And let's see if they are still stuck on land. Looks like they are. Put it on Cult Conscript Tribal.
A delay, nothing more.
Okay. Eventually we can Takanuma. Mill some cards. Get back to the Graveyard Trespasser. Ugh, what a waste of Liliana's. In theory, Soul Transfer could be more valuable later. But right now, just wasting Liliana's.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Alright, they finally hit their 3-drop. Let's see if they play a backup Trespasser since they discarded the first earlier. Lily goes down yet again.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Play their own Liliana.
A
They
fight,
do nothing though.
and you think you can win?
Okay. Well, we can exile the Liliana. Because it costs 4 to mill anyway. So maybe that's what we do this turn. Sure. Okay.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and
Might have backups in hand though. It's kind of weird they didn't plus at all. They must really like the rest of their hand. 4th land, Sheldred. Okay. Well. Yeah, we can draw here first. More land. This is not great. And we're definitely doing this. Let's hope we mill a Sheldred of our own. Trespasser stalls. Otherwise, we have to top deck removal and then play Liliana. Okay. It's not great. Start taking out the conscripts. Yeah, no blocks. Up the night side. If we attack, we get 2 life, so we counteract the cold conscript anyway. Are we playing the underdog? That drops us to 6. And we go up. They have all this mana untapped, which is a little bit sus. We have to draw an answer to Shoulder, though. We just lose. So maybe we accelerate the process a little bit. No stick. Okay. Take 2 cards. Up to 8. And we get 1 more off the Okubo. Oh, they block. That's really great for us. Okay. Well, we'll take the draw on the end step. And hope to hit removal. We don't. Liliana, sack a creature. If it wasn't game already, it's looking more like game. Technically, we could draw removal and attack Liliana down with the underdog. Alright. That one's not it. We're technically still alive. But only by an extremely small margin. We can't attack with the underdog. Because nothing saves us for 1 mana. Okay. End here. Okubo drains us for 1 attack, and we drain for the last 2 off of Children. So that is game. One goes first. Pretty good opening hand here. Blue, alright. Well, getting the sleeper under blue is usually pretty good. Baiting Hope, okay. See if they can counter it on turn 2 instead. And always deploy the second sleeper. Yep, let's run it back. They counter you, but we have the next one. So we're still going to slide under. Third land. Trespasser's pretty good to resolve, but maybe prefer to double spell here if possible. Okay, let's just swing with the sleeper. And try to sink 1 mana into it. And attempt to drop the shadow. See if they want to counter that. They do. It's okay. Question is how to get go for the throat through to the Jin. Impulse, no Jin this turn. Maybe miss land drop too, not sure. We gotta move this thing. Let's see. Play camps up there. Okay. Cool. 2 mana open. Well, we could go for the Trespasser here after combat. I don't think... I think they only have counter spells in hand. I think we go for it. I don't think leveling with Sleeper is that valuable. Cool. Take one of these guys out. Doesn't matter which one. And they are out of gas here. At least they're out of interaction. Thirst. Okay. Equip is nice. Let's start with an attack. Try Trespasser plus Okubo. Continue taking cards out of here. As long as they're not lands, doesn't matter. Eat it all. Attempt Trespasser first. Counter you, that's fine. And drop the Okubo. Dinger for 1, down to 10. Interesting. I don't think we drop Shouldered here. I think we could attack, level up the sleeper once, I guess. Okay. Glutton going a really long way this game. It drops down to 2. We end here. Impulse. And scoop. Yeah, that turn 1 sleeper getting under really mattered. Alright. Let's do it. Mono red, Death Chills, Kumano on 1. Okay. Let's see if we can stabilize quickly enough against them. Two drop is a 2/2 Phoenix Chick in the air. And that's all for the turn. Okay. I think we're dropping the Bank Buster. I doubt we're blocking with the sleeper, so we'll get in there for 1. Play out the Buster. They flip the Kumano. End the festivities. Take out our 1-drop. Fine. They're probably running the Mechanized Warfare then, if they're running that card. Lightning Strike face. After some hesitation, they decide not to save it for our 3-drop. All aggro all the time. So I think we probably trespass here. We don't have an enchantment anyway. Sure, we can take the Lightning Strike. Can't come back later from a Bloodthirsty Adversary. We're definitely not attacking with the Bankbuster. Might use the Bankbuster to block to keep the Trespasser around. Prioritize gaining life over card draw. Mechanized Warfare, alright. They attack all, but we can still block here. We get a free block on the Kumano now. Deals 3 damage, not 4. We're down to 6, though. So how to do it? Probably just pick off the chick here with Liliana.
Nobody knows Dominaria.
Might attack for the life and play out the sleeper as a potential blocker. Take the chick while we can. Get a little bit of life and play out the sleeper. Okay. They still have some pretty good plays here. Land Raiju hurts a lot. I don't know if they really play Raiju in the Warfare decks. Lightning Strike face down to 3. And Lightning Strike face down to -1. Cool. On the play with the sleeper to fill out the curve. Opponent is Ritual Hypnotic. Cruel. Okay. We'll just develop the board here. Swing for 1. Rule Kumano. Okay. They're off to a little bit of a slow start here. More pause. They probably have removal. And we'll let them use it. And then play the Trespasser. Ideally, we don't have to take our own underdog. Hopefully these removal on the sleeper instead. Okay. Do nothing. We'll play out the Trespasser anyway. Nothing in the graveyard yet. After a long pause, they decide not to do anything. Interesting. Seemed like they had play with fire there, but just didn't choose to use it. I'm not sure. Whoa, okay. What does this guy do? 3 mana, 2/4. Trample haste. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, double its power. Well, probably just pick you off now. Level you up for 1. Spring pretty hard here. Take the creature. And it drops to 6. Not quite to Invoke Despair. 1 more land off the top would do it. Arlen the Pack's Hope. Okay. Well, they have some blockers now. Let's see if we can top deck the land, huh? Alright, let's see it. Ooh, baby. Never didn't have it. Did they scoop or let it resolve? They scoop. Alright, I think we'll call it there. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, please consider dropping a like, a subscribe, and a comment. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.